at 6 o'clock in the morning. Here are some of the crew, members of our team, and we're waiting for 60-odd boxes to come off of the conveyor. We're waiting for the bus to take us to the hospital. Sister Christina in front of us. It's a bit disorganized because half of those packages didn't arrive. So we have to send someone all the way back in 170 miles to pick them up on tomorrow's flight. Only one flight a day. This is a team all getting to know each other. Some people come from Canada, some from San Diego. This is the bus that's going to take us out there. I hope it lasts. It's a Mercedes, but apart from that, it looks like it's on its last legs, and there's the team going, getting on the back there.
That I met, most of them are seniors, my parents are seniors. All they want is to be honest.
This is a luxury version of the Greyhound bus here. We're just scooting along, and everyone's having a nice little conversation. Bumpy road. These are two of the Canadian groups. Okay, Diana, we got you.
All right.
We'll take a span around here. This is our R&R place. We're about 40% of the way done to get to the hospital.
I know.
And we'll be here for about a couple hours. Just smile for the camera.
This is what it's like every day.
This is what it's like every day, yeah. Life's a beach.
Working hard, Mom.
There's Miss Canada. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheila Patrick and Sister Christina getting the trip all organized. This is the start of the bad road from 12 miles up to the hospital. Right now it seems to be quite safe, but it bumps around. As you can see. Patients down there. We're not doing any work today, but here getting their cards. This is the marimba band that's welcoming us. And the group on the deck here are resting after the long trip. The orange building is the nutrition center for the little kids, and this building over here, just below us, is the general surgery. There's 3 tables in that room, and as we come over here, straight ahead, is the behind the trees is the Commodore, the dining room. And if you come around to the right here are some overflow room that we had to run out of beds. We use there, but the Guatemalan doctors use them right now. And below that is the laundry. And then further up the hill, doors closed, is the workshop. And then the stairway up to the dining room. You can see a Guatemalan doctor in green there on the deck, just coming down the stairs. Behind that is the church tower. It doesn't belong to the hospital, but the padre is responsible for having the hospital built in the first place. Here's the bus that brought us here. You can see it's kind of ramshackle. And it goes up the hill here is just a typical paved street of Nuevo Pogresso. It's all made of, I guess, what, octagonal, not sectagonal, that's a word, hexagonal blocks. And up in the back, there are some dark clouds threatening. And as the time here in Guatemala is just after 3 o'clock, it's just about time for the rain to stop. So probably another half hour, that's what will happen. Something unusual, a little Rubia there, a little fair-haired girl. And not something you normally see in this part of the world. Some people just came over for a free show of music. This is the clinics. The ear, nose, and throat, OBGYN, and the way down in the background there is dental clinic. This is the eye surgery recovery room, and over in this corner is the eye surgery. So you can see the chart. The chart is not made up of letters. It's the letter E that points in 4 different ways. That's how they can, This is the scene from the roof of the hospital. This is from the roof of the hospital, looking towards the dining room over there. And here are some visitors' accommodations and the workshop and the laundry down here. Here is the street that separates the two buildings. Got up the hill to some shops and some houses up there. And coming round, there's some clouds that look threatening, and it looks like maybe this afternoon, this will be the 3rd afternoon, finally we'll get some rain. Usually it rains every day this time of year, but the last 2 days nothing. This is the looking towards the top of the main clinic and residence, and on the top level that's where the nuns live, and the level below that is where the teams, the medical teams that visit, live, kind of like a modified Motel 6. And then down below, on the ground level, is the area where there's the clinics, and you're looking directly back to where they do eye surgery. And then out here on this deck is where everybody sits and drinks and has a beer after work before going to bed. here are our neighbours coming around here. There's some flora. And down here, our neighbour actually has a menagerie. And if you look closely, you might find roosters and chickens and ducks and all kinds of stuff. And there's a guy all across the street there that buys and sells maize. And then way in the background you can see the view from there's a beautiful green pastoral countryside there. It's full of coffee plantations and so on. This is the main surgery where we have 3 tables going at all times. And over behind there's the nutrition center where they tell me there's 19 kids being fed, and they stay there for up to 3 months. Sometimes people longer than that, but the average is about 3 months each. And when they leave us, they're plump and well taken care of. This is where we dry the laundry. It's a little bit different from our Canmore, but it's just as effective until these threatening clouds change our plan. But the people do the laundry every day. Just leave it outside the door and they'll take care of it. This is the hospital from the bottom of the hill with our neighbour right in front here. Here is the main drag for the hospital. And then over here. And then some Canadians and all that waving away. That's the surgical staff going in. Down here on this level is where the babies or the children pediatric surgery recovery room is. And this is the main drag going downtown, and away in the background is where the market is. And this being Sunday, that's market day.
That I know is kind of in the refrigerator?
No,
Oh, no, we don't have it.
okay.
What is that one? Down BSS, it's a irrigant that they use.
This is the center of operations, and Janet and Diana, this is Diana here, they're both in charge and they run a tight ship. As you can see, there's nobody here. That's because
That's why it's so tight.
they're so efficient.
That's why it's so tight, right?
And one of the great services that they provide is free coffee and cookies to those who are hungry.
That's right. You can't live without those 2 items.
That's right, I can't. And so I come over here because the price is right. And of course the company is super, right?
That's right. That's the best part.
That's the best part, yeah.
That's the part we like. Because we get lonely down here.
Well, yeah. But
Here comes somebody.
That's what you guys wanted.
here's a stand to get some business.
So I brought this one over.
Okay, thank you. Hi. You're doing a superb job, girls. Hi. I just had to bring her over, that's all.
They brought
Here we
the
are, Sharon.
She's 52.
Okay, over here, if anybody else needs
And the brother.
Just your big guy.
Small girl.
But Connie, I've been doing that case over there.
Small girl.
This is Sarah here.
I'm so used to them saying that in the States.
What is this case, Sarah?
We did a total abdominal hysterectomy and a Marshall Marquetti Friends birch
The oxygen
Oh.
going.
for uterine prolapse and
Don't
How about that? Sounds very complicated.
It is going, just right there.
Right.
You wouldn't want going any more than this, believe me.
How you doing, Manny?
well,
Yeah,
thank you.
good.
So what did they do today?
They did a abdominal test and masha masha.
Oh, okay. Are you wanting to do one review?
She had a total of 8 milligrams of coffee in her arm, and she's not. She has a distance now, so she's going to go on.
Oh,
The other she's going to wear. One of the two.
thank you.
Thanks for that warning.
That's why she's on the side.
Thank you for warning us.
I'm 26 over 80.
16 rasps and
You can slow that
58
down, that's a
pulse.
lot of fluid already.
Yeah. This is her second one?
No, she had a liter, 500, and then this is a liter back.
Oh.
So close to 2 liters.
Sorry. We're getting hats.
Oh, do I need to have a hat?
You're gonna go in, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And there's more over there, so you can.
I'm gonna wear a pretty one.
Can I have a pretty one too?
Can I have one that's Scottish plaid?
Well, that's
Black wash
put in
or
the
what clan?
Oh, the Stewart will do fine.
Stewart.
Keep doing this here rather than all this
I don't want you to muss my hair. This is the eye clinic, and we're working late at night.
On the 27th, your Asian tip dropped.
I know it was on his lover's side.
I didn't notice it. This? I thought it was for pressure gauge. It's a screw. It's threaded. I think it was. What would you think? There's no way to measure. Yeah, that's right. Pressure usually, although I didn't see anything here. Yeah. Well, must be a pressure gauge like one with the eye. And that's
West up, please.
somebody took it out. It's got had it because it's threaded. So I just put a washer around it. Okay.
Coming back from
It has threads here about Didn't think of it. But it, you know, it was on the back side. Yeah. And this is turned over here like this. And we could, all we did, all I did was turn it like this. And I could feel something. But I thought I was from here.
Lesson in Spanish, English version, Spanish version. Esta es la clínica, the eye clinic, Clínica de los Ojos. There are two tables, one there which is not being used right now, and one over there. And we have a full complement of helpers here, all ready to pitch in.
I brought one of the dinner boxes.
clinic looks like at night time when the whole many people around. There's nothing here, and the cleaners come in and keep it spotless, because after a couple hundred patients or people have been around, patients and family, it gets kind of dirty. So every night they come in and clean the place up. Here are a couple of the workers coming just after having dinner. You guys look happy.
We are.
This is the early morning, and here are the people who show up in the morning. And in the background you can hear the nuns call the names so that they can give them numbers for their appointment. Nice, beautiful morning. There's another neighbor over there with his ducks and chickens. This is the top side of the hill. A couple of big mountains up there. There's workers coming across after having breakfast. And that's the surgery down there. They ramped up early this morning, so there's some hurrying to get in there. This is Jack giving instructions to one of the maintenance guys. There's two of them. This is Tino. And there's two doctors, Bill Jervis and Sarah, both from the Walnut Creek area. We whitewash the building twice a year. That's the guy who does the whitewashing. Apparently had some kind of a problem. And then these are the Guatemala doctors doing their ablutions in the morning. Buenos días. This is the modern dress shop and barber for the city. It's all here. And this is one of the Safeways that they have. It's not very big, but you can see there's a lot of people outside. And then further up the street there is where all the rubbish from the hospital congregates and goes down into a big gully, and the minister salutes it as fine, don't worry about it, it'll take care of itself. And then on a more pleasant note, this is the nutrition center, and we're going to see the children come out and play in the wading pool, which is over there where the pediatrician is. Sarah, or Sally, she prefers either one, doesn't matter, and one of the local nurses. And so when the show begins, we'll play some more. Hold on.
But it's just as hard as
Hace mucho calor, ¿verdad?
babies are just taking naps and they're sweating. Sad.
Hace mucho calor, ¿no?
Sí, calor.
Demasiado por ellos, ¿no?
¿Demasiado por quién?
Por los niños. Demasiado calor por ellos. Yeah. Oh, here's Jack. Inside, this is the malnourished babies are taken care of. These nurses take care of them. And,
Girl's blind.
oh, this is blind? This little girl is blind, and she just sits here all day.
Parece niño, solo foto.
¿Este es niño?
Hola, hola, ¿cómo está? Hola, hola.
Iron!
Hola.
Still kind of sleepy, I think. Look at these cheeks.
Oh, yeah.
Walter!
Hola.
Somebody's mad. There's my
The kids are sleeping.
waking up.
These are all malnourished children that are sent to us, and we keep them for 3 months to 6 months and fatten them up, and then their parents are taught how to take care of them in the future. Hola, 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 ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Hola, hola. There's some that don't care. There are 18 children in here right now, and the numbers fluctuate from about 10 to 25. And they all seem to get along fine, except, like all kids, to cry once in a while. And this one, however, doesn't, just looking at me. Sure. Doesn't like it, huh?
Just wants to think about it. She wants her friend out here.
This is a pediatrics ward where the kids have had their operations and now recovering. And there are 7 patients here at the time. I don't know if I can yet. This is kind of dark in here. But it's quite a big area. ¿Cómo se llama?
Luis Enrique.
Luis Enrique. Muy tranquilo, ¿eh? Y esta es la madre de él, ¿verdad? Qué bueno. Muy bien. Muy bien. That's what you find in your bed in the morning after you get up. Don't know what the hell it is, but it's pretty big. Well, we'll just have to get rid of it. This is the inside of the eye clinic. We have all kinds of eye drops and medicines and donated glasses, all tabulated by size. Over here we have microscopes and all kinds of paraphernalia, and we have 2 chairs for the patients with all the equipment, and other medications in the corner. And what will happen is in a few minutes they will bring the patients who have had operations in, and they'll take the bandages off. The thing we do in the morning at the eye clinic is to check the people who were operated on the previous day to see how better they can see from the day before.
Sí,
¿Puede ser miseros?
sí, me estoy viendo.
¿Cuántos son?
Ahorita todo el movimiento, pero yo vivo junto. ¿Sí?
¿No puedes contarlos?
Solo 3,
¿Y ahora?
1,
¿Y ahora?
2,
¿Y ahora?
1,
¿Ah?
1.
Muy bien. ¿Y ahora?
Ahorita no lo tengo.
¿Y ahora?
Solo
Ver arriba.
Uh-huh.
Were made for placemats
Yeah.
for our 20th anniversary.
Oh,
So
uh-huh.
I have the Guatemalan flag on one side and the American on the other. Now, if you're an American, I have the American name. If you're Guatemalan,
Yeah.
Italian Guatemalan,
Uh-huh.
I have it on that side.
Yeah.
And I have about 100 of those. I made them on our computer.
Yeah, great. This is Jack Younger, chairman of Hospital de la Familia, and this is his office. This is where all of the big decisions are made.
Nerve center of
The nerve center of the whole thing. And you can see that it's a big suite. We've got all kinds of room here. There's his computer and his typewriter. And
We have a picture of the General Ramajo,
and over here are all the historical artifacts of being in Guatemala.
and something to do when you're bored.
And something to do when you're bored, plenty of reading and stuff like that. And in his office, he has this bed where he thinks about all the decisions he has to make. And then we have through here, in this door, is another bed. So it's really a suite of rooms for the chairman with closets and dressing tables and fans and so on, and another bed, and the John over there. So he's really living in a lot of luxury. And you can see that he's working very hard, making all these big decisions. Yeah, there might be reflections too. This is photographs of a lot of members of the family club who have, over the years, donated money to the hospital, a lot of whom have passed on, but because of their contributions, we kind of like to remember them. Some of them are still around. I recognize some of them. And this is a library where there's all kinds of books that if you wanted to spend some time while you're here to catch up on your reading, this was a place to do it. And we have an optometrist who's using this as an office right now. And here in the corner are some more guys, one of which is my boss. Right at the end, if you can see, that's Joe Sloss. And there's Alex Young, Alex Wilson, Jerry Henry, I don't know him. There's the great, on the right, Tom McLaren, and Al Sperry, who I'm not familiar with, and then Al Nathy, who's still around. So I know, what's that, 3, 6, I know 4 of them. They're still, Joe, well, of course Joe passed away, but all guys that were interested in the hospital at one time or another. Photograph of Amado Gonzalez, who's still around, a member of the club on the left. And what's Sotomayor's first name?
Antonio.
Antonio Sotomayor, who was responsible for doing all the murals in Grace Cathedral in San Francisco, and has also made a painting of St. Francis here in the church in Nuevo Pogresso. And it's, how big is it, Jack?
What?
How big is the painting here?
It's over in the church.
No, how big is it?
Oh, it's about 14 feet high.
14 feet high. And So these artists of the family have also contributed their work down here too. This is our generator when the electricity goes off. It's a 75 kilowatt unit that replaced a 12 kilowatt unit that was not very good, but when the electricity goes off, this kicks in about 2 seconds. Here's some of the ladies in their national costume. They're sitting there doing some sewing. We whitewashed the church, not the church, the hospital all the time to keep it nice and spick and span. And here's one of the guys working away. This is the church that started it all. The Father Bertoldo built this with his own hands, they tell me. There's the church tower where they broadcast the sermon every Sunday, from right to everybody around here. And you can see it's very colourful. This is the door to the sewing area where ladies of the community make sheets and towels and stuff for the use of the hospital. And it goes back quite a ways with all kinds of sewing machines. And at the end there is where the Father takes confession. And this is the Father's Jeep that he runs around the countryside giving all kinds of masses to the people all times of the day and night. This is the kitchen where they're now preparing lunch. So they've got everything organized. You can see there's a big team of ladies here working. And there's a lady with some peppers there going in. And it's all wide open. There's no windows in the hospital. They're all screens because the overhang protects it from the rain. The rain comes straight down, doesn't sweep in, so that they don't need windows. And so they're all very busy making lunch, and lunch will be in about an hour. There's more cooks here and across the way here, and they're making, I guess, soup, and they're chopping and cuidado con el cuchillo. Ah?
Chillo.
Yeah, no corte la mano, eh? No, okay. And there's some kids there, the mothers take care of them while they're at work. There's a mangy little dog. And here is what they call the Commodore, or the dining room. And there are 3 tables. And they're all open as well. They got decorated. It's all open. And in the distance you can see the view of the countryside, but it's quite a ways away and it's a little bit smoggy today. So you can sit on either side. People just kind of mix in. Whoever's first sits next to the next person. It's all a nice family kind of arrangement. And in the back is where the local staff like to congregate, because then they can speak their own language. Now here is Jack. As is his custom, just before noon, he will sit here and look out over the area, and he will expect one of the ladies to bring him a beer and some peanuts and some cheese, and he'll just kind of contemplate the next move of the hospital. And today is a very pleasant day, although there's some clouds in the sky. It's a little bit on the humid side, but under the shade here with the beer and so on, it'll be a nice pleasant, we can have a nice pleasant chit chat. Nutrition center, but that's not why I'm here. Jack suggested, there's a ramp up to the dining room, but Jack suggested I look over here because there's a big hill there that's covered with flora. But he thinks that with all the rain and everything, maybe it'll fall in. But I think with all the trees there, and there's some chickens over there to the left, I think with all the trees there, it's pretty stable. and it's not going to affect anything. The trees are very colorful, a lot of blossoms on them. There's the where they do the laundry. You throw your laundry on a chair outside your office and outside your room, and they take it and they deliver it back at night time. It's like you don't really need a whole lot of clothes with you. There's Jack up there on the balcony. I'm going to join them for a beer. And these plants here are very colorful, but I don't think there's any reason to be worried about the fall of that dirt there on the other side of that, because a lot of roots there that will hold the hillside together. For view, you can see there's the foundation of the building above, and then it comes over here, and then suddenly just drops off, and then you can see the houses of the people below. But that looks pretty solid to me. It's hard packed. Here's breakfast in the morning, and everybody gets ready to go to work. This is what they do every morning to get people organized for the day. They call their name out, and they give them a number, and they go in and they pay their $1 or $2 and sit and wait until we take care of them.
It's not too bad. It comes
What's what's getting it? That side.
we put all new electrical work through the whole building.
Really?
Just finished.
Oh, not when you got the generator.
No. But we just finished this. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. And they.
There's Claire and Norman, you know, in their clothes all ready to work for the day. How about that? Yeah. Got. Beautiful day again. Here's the Jim Knapp.
How are you?
Ready to work.
And ready to go.
Ready to go. The Jack Younger.
After walking 2 miles.
After walking 2 miles. It looks a picture of health. You see, here's Diana and Janet, and this is what recovery nurses do.
Every afternoon.
Every afternoon, you see.
Instead of a siesta.
Business is bad, and now they're looking out for accidents out in the street. So
That's right.
yeah. But it looks like it's going to rain, right?
Yeah.
It is. It's going to rain.
Except that Lupe told me that it wasn't going to rain. I should have bet her.
Well,
Because I think it's kind of starting
the
to,
humidity is very high.
very high, and I think that it's starting to weep a little. So
The lady next door swept up all her corn.
oh well, that's a good sign.
Into a bag.
And
Yeah,
all the laundry's gone from up on top of the deck.
that's gone. Yeah, that's a good sign. So Lupe was wrong, right? Next time I see her, I'm going to tell her.
He is never wrong.
Yeah. And so when's the next patient due?
Oh, probably half hour.
Oh, I'm going in to see if I can get it. I got my new Scottish hat to put on.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, put your
So
Scottish hat
Scottish hat on and go in there and help sew up the patient. Huh?
Oh, no.
Okay. The main operating room. And there are 3 operating tables. They're using only 2 of them right now, the first and the second. The third one is right here. They're waiting for the next patient. So you can see the room is about 25 by maybe 20. They have the supplies there and over here in the background. Okay.
This is the pharyngeal wall. We're taking the flap from the back of the pharynx, laying it up.
Can you see the
Oh
hole?
yeah, I can see it.
And this replaces the nasal lining, because we'll never get nasal lining in this kind of a...
I'll move this out of your way.
Oh no, I don't want to be in the way here.
You're not in the way.
Right.
We'll tell you if you're in the way.
Get right in here and get a picture.
Climb over his shoulder.
Whatever it takes.
Okay.
Get closer.
All right. Is this a cleft palate or?
It's a cleft palate in an adult girl that's never been repaired.
Uh-huh.
How old is he, Chief?
17.
17. So
Oh, is that all?
a
Oh.
virgin palate.
Oh.
Before you were there, I want to get a picture of it. I still haven't got it.
Huh.
Anytime you want.
Okay. Complete the series here.
Keep it cheap old fashioned. You can actually do it.
I didn't say we're doing it.
Okay.
No, we're going to do all alone.
Come over here, friend. Shoot in this way.
Oh, wow.
I think if you flip the camera over, the light over with the camera, you'll get the light much better. Let's flip the whole camera.
Oh,
Take it
your
upside
camera.
down.
Okay. Go ahead.
Use it upside down.
Let me get it focused first, though. You know what I mean? And then I can switch to this
That's the flap there. See, this flap is going to come and line the tunnel.
Yeah, line up the hole. Nurse called the room.
All right, so let me get in this now. Never get in this at all.
You want just your headlight on that, or do you want the overhead?
Ayana, what was this?
Pardon me?
What is this?
This is a
Marshall
heading hat, and then head.
bladder suspension.
Oh, uh-huh. Is that? Huh. I'm always surprised at the lack of blood, you know, it's
Lack of light?
blood, yeah.
Blood.
We try to avoid blood.
Yeah.
Wait,
Right.
Ayana.
And how big, what kind of improvement's going to happen here?
Well, we hope to give him an intact palate so he'll be able to speak properly.
Oh,
The main problem. He's
well, that's the problem, huh?
unintelligible speech,
Yeah, yeah.
and we think we can correct that.
Oh, great.
We're going to give it our best shot.
Mm-hmm.
The adult, are we live? Sound? In any event, adults are easier to work on in a sense because everything is larger and not quite so delicate. The tissues are more well developed.
Yeah, yeah.
So he'll have a hard time retraining himself to learn to speak. He has a relatively normal mechanism, but he'll certainly sound a lot better.
Yeah. Now, is she under a general?
Yes, he is.
Oh.
Free. I don't know that anyone could do this on the local.
Well, I just wonder.
I don't know that anyone could tolerate it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a lot of...
You hold up our blue bag. Wait, I don't want to open it.
a lot of surgery to be done in the local. The block would wear off before you got it done. Oh yeah, yeah. It's not technically very feasible. So how long are we talking about as an operation? 2 hours, 3 hours? It could be 2 hours. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if that's strong.
I'm going to go ahead and do something before I use it. I'm going to go ahead and open the top pallet. Here's the back wall of the surgery. Gives them a better idea of where we are from the front door. And they're now working on that 19-year-old lady that had the bad mouth that was straightening out. The doctor said that they have to go through a period of training just to change the way they speak after they have an operation like that. This one over here is they're just raising the bladder a little bit so that it can repair any incontinence that the patient has.
Am I right?
The bladder has sunk down and so they're jacking it up a little bit.
A lot of those
Aquí está the nurses, Guatemala nurses on. Checking out, this is a nursing station. Aquí es donde ellos miran a las cartas de los pacientes, ¿verdad? ¿No?
Sí.
¿Qué pasa? ¿No quieres ser estrella en mi película? ¿No? ¿No? Así está, mire, la tenga. El Tino, encargado de todo. ¿Ah? There's just a little Scottish mist here. I think maybe if it gets any, if there's more humidity, it might rain. You see enough the water off of that little cover there, just pouring off. Right off the roof. See the water coming out the side there. It's pouring out. People aren't so keen to wander around in this, that's for sure. Now we've got Fran here, Fran and why, what's wrong with Fran? You know, why not?
Oh my God, Fran.
Yes, it's Fran. Well, we got Diana when we came in.
Fran.
And then Diana brought the rain, you know, so what the heck.
Diane in the rain.
Yeah.
It's Fran and Diane in the rain. Come out here. They don't want to get on the camera.
Okay.
Now wait. Hello.
Dígame algo. Diga algo.
Isabel.
Buenos días. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Isabela. ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo? Ah, okay. There you are.
Thank you. And how about all those people over there?
I did that. Oh yeah, I got them.
They're staring at you, smiling.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smile.
Hey. Here's Jim Knapp. He's running down. Yeah. There you go. Well, you didn't dissolve in the rain, so you're not made of sugar, huh?
It must not be.
No.
Not that sweet.
Beyond that truck is a big, what we call a big barranca, and that's where all the rubbish of this part of the town goes, and it just, with all this kind of rain, it just goes sweeping down, and somebody down below suffers, but they say it's okay. I guess it's because it's not owned by anybody. But it's just a bit of a mess. And then you can see the mud in the street here. Then it's all brown, and it all clogged up, and the kind of just leave things lying around. The countryside, otherwise it's like pretty, it's all green. Back here, above the buildings. And there's Grant. How you doing, Grant? Grant from? Canada, New Zealand. South Island, New Zealand. Just in case you don't think we have all the modern conveniences here in Guatemala, you're looking at a hot water heater for the shower. See how that works? Turn on the water, goes through a hot coil, voila, hot water. Don't turn it on too hard because then it won't heat it.
Blame it on Jose because he was molested.
Oh, see the big trouble, huh?
Yeah, big trouble.
Uh-huh.
He almost pulled him over.
Now, they're not all here, right?
Oh no, they come in one at a time.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
There's 19, how many was?
Yeah, and we've got 2, 4, 6, 8. Ah, it's only 9 here, yeah. Now, what are they going to do? They're going to go into the swimming pool?
No.
Oh.
Not those guys.
Oh. What is it, just for feeding?
They're going to eat.
Oh, uh-huh. Feeding time at the zoo. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. You got half of them now. Yeah. Hola, ¿cómo está? ¿Cómo está? Oh. Not exactly a well-fed specimen, but we're trying. Got big eyes.
Well, looking hard for that,
They'll probably be here for anywhere up to 6 months, maybe even a year. But when they get more weight on them, then we'll teach the parents how to take care of them. Yeah. The photograph on the wall is just a recent addition. This guy is a guy called Preston Hartman, right? Preston Hartman?
Preston Hartman.
Yeah. Who is a member